Hey you guys, I am legit so excited because I have one of my very, very good friends for a very long time, right?
Yes.
Lima Molina.
Hi.
So you know that I Can't Even Meals from Irreverent Health. So first of all, this is I Can't Even Meals from Irreverent Health. If you like these videos and you like learning how to make traditional meals, lean and green, and enjoy food, but in a way that doesn't hurt your body, then head over to the YouTube channel, Irreverent Health, click subscribe, and then the little bell. Okay, but today, so I've been walking through a bunch of different cuisines and trying to figure out, okay, what else can I do? Because all I know is what I know, which is Arkansas fried chicken and all that stuff. So, and hey Brenda, Brenda's really great about saying hi. Brenda Rios.
Hi.
I know, she knows Brenda Rios. So, today though, so Lee Marie is Puerto Rican, half, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not. I'm not at all, like not at all, I'm not at all. So she's gonna show us how to make though, so bacalao, is that how you say it?
Yes.
Bacalao. So when I asked her, I was like, hey, I wonder if you could help me, like I wanna make something Puerto Rican, but I don't know the flavors, I don't know what is like considered Puerto Rican. She's like, oh, no worries. So she sent me over like what some things that are traditional. And I was like, okay, no worries. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna Pinterest, I'm gonna Google, I'm gonna find something that's green and make it. But what I found was that the Puerto Rican people, you are not a green people.
No.
Right?
No, we don't get all of this from tofu and veggies.
I love her so
Sorry.
much. I love her so much. That's right. You don't get all of this. Neither does that girl from Arkansas. Like, I know we have the same problem. So I was sort of like, what are we gonna do? So this morning I actually met with another friend, Iris, who's Puerto Rican, and she's like, you should consider making bacalao. And so when I said that to you, you're like, well, let me ask. I have some ideas. Let me ask my mom, Zoila.
Yes. My mom is, if anybody
Zoila
knows who my mom
Molina.
is, she's the go-to person for recipes, for anything related to food. So she whipped it up real quick, and
Yeah.
I got in contact with Kristen, and here we are.
Okay, so we're gonna make bacalao, which is essentially a codfish,
Yes.
which is a really lean fish. So if you're on the 5-in-1, that's gonna be in your leanest category. And the additional things that we're gonna add are veggies, and we're gonna modify a little bit to make it real fresh. And the extra healthy fat is really gonna come from olive oil and the avocado.
Yes.
But then we're also gonna try something super scandalous, and we're gonna try to make a bacalao fritter.
Yes. So if anybody has ever gone to Puerto Rico in the Piñones area, you go over there, there's a lot of little like huts, it's right by the beach. You know, we love our fried food, our alcapurrias. One of the things that we love to get are bacalaitos. So we are
It's
going
the
to
cutest
be
name,
making,
bacalaitos.
we're going to be making bacalaitos the healthy way.
So the way when we say that, so normally it's regular flour. This is going to be with almond flour, and then we're also, instead of putting it in a vat of oil, we're going to try it in the air fryer. So we're going to do that second. So the first thing we're going to do is make this beautiful salad, this cod salad, or not cod, bacalao.
Bacalao.
Sorry, super white. Sorry about that. Bacalao salad. So and she's going to tell me how to do it because I don't know how to do this. So kind of walk us through number one. Codfish, you have to do something with it first.
Yes. So codfish it tends to be very salty. So my mom, anytime that she makes bacalao, she usually soaks it in water. But if you're like in a super hurry because you know you have to go work, or you want to leave, I would
Because
suggest,
you're human.
yeah, because we work, and
Yeah.
you know, my mom usually puts it in milk. So you used almond milk.
I
was
used
it?
almond milk today.
She used almond
Okay.
milk, and she left it there soaking for a little bit. So
Honestly,
that
it was only for like 20 minutes.
yeah,
25
and
minutes.
the longer the better. But the 25 minutes really worked with the almond milk because we got to actually kind of taste test it, and it is not salty at all, which is great. It's amazing.
Can I also say really quickly, so I don't know how much things cost that I've never made before. So codfish, I can't remember making it. If I did, I didn't mean to. I went to Trader Joe's and found frozen cod that was caught wild for like $3.99 a pound. Then I went to Publix,
really good.
which is crazy because I went to Publix and saw it like there. I think it was farm raised, but I think it was $13.99 a pound. And that's not, no shade for Publix. You do a lot of really amazing things, but Trader Joe's hooked it up. So if you need to make cod or make these fritters or make this salad, you can go to Trader Joe's and they have them in these frozen packages, and I just put it in a little bit of water to open it up a little bit. And so, but to draw out the saltiness, we put it in almond milk.
Yes.
And then what do we do with the boiling?
So then as soon after you drain it, you take your codfish and then you're gonna put it in some boiling water. Something interesting that we're going to be incorporating in the salad is the jicama to kind of replace the potatoes that we normally use in the salad. So we've already boiled some jicama, and that's kind of set to the side for now. But if you, to kind of speed things up, you can just throw that into the boiling water along with some eggs. Eggs are great for protein,
Yeah.
so and they just go very well with a salad, so
Yeah.
why not?
Nice.
So we went ahead and threw the eggs inside while the codfish was boiling, just to kind of speed up the process.
So if I'm hearing her right, you can put the fish, the eggs, and the jicama all in one boiling pot of water.
Yes.
And you want to retain, if you're doing the fritter, you want to retain about a cup of that water.
Yes, so you definitely want to save the water. I wouldn't suggest draining it. I would just kind of used something
slotted
similar to
spoon.
this to kind of scoop it up and put it in a separate bowl, so that way we can go ahead and preserve some of that water. So when we make the fritter batter, we can use that water, which is what my mom suggested.
Way to go, Zoila. Way to go. All right, so without further ado, I think we have this cod, right?
That one's for the fritters.
That's for the fritters.
Whenever you do kind of, once you take it out from the boiling water, you kind of let it cool down a little bit. This is the great thing about the cod. It's already been cooked, but you don't have to eat it super hot. It could be either room temperature or it could even be cold.
So this would be great summer salad then,
It
too.
is, yes.
Okay.
So it's great to eat just room temperature.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like out of the pot.
It's great for
ready to
Florida.
go. So yes.
So you made this one. Can I show them how you tore it up?
Yes.
Okay, so this is essentially, it's probably about a pound.
Yes.
A pound of cod. And then this has been, we took the almond milk, extracted the salt, put it in the boiling water,
Yes.
and cooked it. Took it out of that, and then and you said sometimes there's bones, so you just have to be careful.
Yes. So they look like little like needles. So you have to be really careful. The good thing about purchasing something that was freshly caught, there was very little
Okay.
needles, which
great.
was great. But just be careful, you know, as you're eating it. Just kind of keep an eye out.
Just have the Heimlich
maybe a
ready.
little bit,
Have
yeah.
the Heimlich ready.
It could be a
Okay.
little dangerous. My mom will tell you.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see if anybody's saying anything. I can't see anything. So, all right. So we've got the cod. What else do we need to do to make the salad?
Okay, so to make the salad, just so that it could kind of give it a little bit more flavor and a little bit more color, we went ahead and kind of charted a little bit of some peppers, green, orange.
So what I did was, because I don't have a gas oven or
Yes.
a gas stove, I basically put out a pan, blistered them, peeled off the outside.
Yes.
And then, girl, sorry. And then just, you said chops these ones fine and these ones long for presentation.
Yes.
And then those go in there with it?
That is actually going to go into the salad.
Oh.
So we're going to mix those up with the salad.
So
And you really, really enjoy the butter lettuce. Use
whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
So
But
really quickly, the reason I like butter lettuce is because it makes a taco.
and this would be perfect for that.
Right. Okay. So keep going. Sorry, I'm gonna pull some leaves off.
And you can either do a lettuce, or you can do a salad. And since those could kind of make like little bowls, you can make it into like a codfish lettuce wrap.
Yes. Okay.
So
Also known as a taco,
yes, or a taco, no shell.
except for it has a shell. It's
Yes.
really healthy. Okay. So what do we need to do next?
All right. So what we're going to do is, also, since we're going to be using onions, my mom, what she does is, and what she suggested was to take some lime or some lemon juice, and we kind of, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we put the lemon juice in there and chopped up the onions, and it's kind of had the onions kind of sitting in that citrus So
if you're on the 5-in-1, really quickly, if you're on the 5-in-1, normally onions are not great unless they're raw. So this is a way to do onions that are sort of cooked in citrus, but doesn't extract the sweetness, which makes it low glycemic and still okay, which is super exciting because it still gives that flavor. Okay, so you've got onions, cod,
Okay.
you've got little peppers,
yes.
and what's next?
So what we're going to do is, again, this doesn't need to be super fancy, but kind of just sprinkle
Oh wait, I
some
can't
of-
have this shut. Here, I'm gonna go like this as she does it.
So just kind of put some of the.
So really quickly too, presentation wise, all I did was I took the butter lettuce and I took the leaves off. They're really beautiful, supple, not really, they don't fight with the flavor. And now she's sprinkling the cod fish that's been prepared and boiled and everything just kind of over the top of it. That is freaking gorgeous. I'm sorry, already. Oops, man down. All right, and now what's next?
Okay, so then now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use the jicama here.
Okay, so I had, from when I wanted to make fries, I had already boiled some jicama and I put it in the freezer. And so all we did was we just basically thawed it out. So that's what's happening right now. So we're putting a little bit of jicama on top. And that marries that makes a potato flavor?
It makes it a potato.
Okay.
So, and also what I did with the bag that she had, which was great, I kind of thawed it out in warm water. But when we took the water from the codfish, once it cooled down a little bit, I just put the bag in there, so now it's warm.
I mean, she's so efficient. If you don't know this one, I mean, I know a lot of you know her. She thrives on efficiency and structure. It's incredible. Like don't mess with this one. Okay, so now we've got the jicama on there. What's next, Mama?
All right, so we have the jicama here, and then put that to the side.
You guys see that? Okay.
So now you can go ahead and garnish it, and if you have some tomatoes, tomatoes are always makes everything nice and pretty.
So I have these little guys. I'll just slice these. Essentially like these little guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so what you're doing is you are essentially, you've taken the peppers, you have jicama, onions, cod, and if you're like me, you probably would just put it in one bowl and be a little less careful with presentation, probably, but
If I don't do this when I get home,
her mom is gonna.
my mom is gonna freak out. If anybody knows who my mom is, you would know that if it's all about presentations and
I love that.
yeah. So, so we definitely.
You guys, this is so great. I mean, we're talking green, leanest fish, some green peppers, tomatoes, onions, and yet it's got tons of flavor in there. So then do we put the cilantro on top?
No, the cilantro's gonna go for the fritters.
Oh, okay.
But we can use some of this as well, just to again kind of give it some flavor, and because we did kind of roast them somewhat, just gives it a little added.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Look at that. And then you said the avocado, which I apologize, I should have had that ready. I was gonna slice into it.
So in Puerto Rican houses, any Latin culture, avocado is essential. If you're Puerto Rican, you know that if you eat your meal and your mom tells you afterwards, oh, did I tell you there was avocado? It's usually not good.
Not good. Okay, so basically what I did was I cut an avocado in half and I sliced it long ways, and then I cut it in half. And so what I'm gonna try and do is make a little, Donna Rivera showed me how to do this.
Ah, yes.
Right? Okay. So then, oh well, Lee Marie, your mom's gonna get mad at me.
Nope. Don't be afraid to stick your fingers in there and
Make it look pretty?
make it look pretty.
Okay. You guys can't see it, which is not helpful. So hold on. Let me just lean it up here. So they just basically, that's a half an avocado, and then you said olive oil and vinegar?
Yes, so we're gonna do kind of like a little bit of a mixture of olive oil and vinegar.
Over the top?
You can put it over the top. Or you can make it separate if you're planning on sharing it with someone, so that way they can make the decision as much as what they want to put in there.
I think that's what she's telling me right now. She's basically like, don't put that on top. That's what that, did you see it? Did you see it? All right, so I will follow instructions, and I'll put a little bit of olive oil, probably like a tablespoon.
Yes.
And then like maybe a tablespoon of vinegar, right?
And then you can put a little bit of salt and pepper in there just to kind of give it a little zest.
All right. All right, and you're gonna put the egg on top?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Oh my gosh, you guys, this looks so good. I am so excited to eat this. Okay, so basically, salt, oil and vinegar, one tablespoon to 2 tablespoons to vinegar, salt and pepper, and then we have. You guys, look how pretty this is. Oh my gosh, so great. So to recap, butter lettuce at the bottom, yes. Then codfish. Then you have jicama, which is supposed to mirror a potato, but it's low glycemic, really delicious. You have green bell peppers that we charred, took off the skin, cut up, little cherry tomatoes, a little bit of the red pepper, avocado, and egg.
Yes.
All the lean and green Puerto Ricans. Like, you can!
See,
we can do it! We
can
totally
do it.
can! I'm so excited. Okay, so I'll put this to the side. Can I say thank you, Zoila?
Yes.
Muchas gracias, Zoila. Okay.
She would love that.
So now the fritter is going to be really tricky.
Yes.
Okay, so this is probably what you're really interested in, is how to do an air fried cod fritter.
Yes. Bacalaito.
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 Yes.
Bacalaito.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so what do we need to do to make that?
All right. So to make that, we definitely are going to need some flour.
Okay.
And
So here's the thing. Traditionally, it said regular flour,
Yes.
and it said 2 cups, and we said no. Both she and I said no.
we said no.
We said no. We're going to try something, and it may be awful, and we'll let you know. But this is a 1/2 cup of almond flour, and essentially this will make about 4 to 6 servings of bacalaito.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And we're doing healthy portions. Usually bacalaitos are like this big.
We're going to do bacalaito titito.
Yes, they're like the size of my head.
How do you say
so-
un poquito bacalaito?
Un poquito de bacalaito. Yes.
Un poquito de bacalaito.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I speak Spanish. What? It's so exciting. All right, so that's the almond flour.
Yes.
What else?
And then we're gonna take your water.
Okay. So this is the water when we boiled the codfish. We left about 1.5 cups of water left over. Here's how many?
Let's play around first.
Okay. So maybe.
Because we want to make it look more like a pancake batter.
Okay. So I just put like 1/4 cup in there, and with the. That's not quite there, right? That's too mealy. So just FYI, that's not enough. It's too crumbly. So right now we're almost at 1/2 cup. Not quite. I think that ends up being.
That's perfect.
Okay, so she said this is perfect. So this is pancake batter consistency. So I have 1/2 cup of almond meal flour, 1/2 cup of water that was part of codfish, or the bacalito. And now, what are we going to add in there? This is going to be the base for the fritter.
We're gonna go ahead and add cilantro because why not?
Because we're not crazy. Donna Rivera and Jackie Johnson, who cannot eat cilantro, did you know that? They have that thing that, like, if you eat it tastes like soap to them. I know. Have you heard of that? It makes me so sad.
In the words of Liz Grimler, I don't trust it.
I don't trust it. I know. I don't believe it. I can't believe that it's actually a thing.
I don't trust it.
Okay.
All right.
So that's
we
what that
have
looks like.
Some cilantro. We're gonna go ahead and chop up a couple of little bit of onions.
So she's gonna put a little bit of onion in there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the pepper inside. So this was the one. This is a little chili pepper. We had 2, blistered them, peeled the outside, and then just chopped them up, and it still have the seeds and everything in there. Is that okay if I throw it in? Yeah. Okay. While she's cutting up the onion. Okay. Very exciting.
Yes.
Let's see if anybody, hold on. Does anybody want to say hi? If you have been saying hi, I'm so sorry. Learning to cook Puerto Rican. Thanks for the sweet tips, gals. Oh, that's so sweet. Looks healthy. Susan said, looks healthy. I like a good salad. And then Brian Craig said, when do we put the M&Ms in? Brian Craig. He said, when do I put the M&Ms in?
Nope.
And then, wait, don't shame on me. Donna's watching. Donna's watching. Donna said, Jackie Cilantro. I'm sorry, don't shame me. Sorry, Donna. I love you.
I still love you.
Don't shame me. It's awesome.
You just gotta do that to Donna. She'll get it.
Oh, I think everybody gets that. I don't think anybody won't get that. That's so great. This is why you invite your fun friends over. It's really great. All right.
Good time.
So half a cup of flour, half a cup of water that came from, love you too, Donna. Half a cup of water that came from the codfish. You're chopping up the onions really fine. Then we have the peppers, and that's going to be the base of our fritter.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna add some onions here. This is pretty much kind of like I don't know, like a tablespoon of onions, chopped up onions for this recipe here.
A tablespoon? Okay, yeah, great. And again, these onions, this is just a basic onion, it's raw. Okay, so it looks like Christmas. Yes. That's what it should look like. Is that soupy enough, you think?
That's perfect.
Okay.
And then what we're gonna do is to
So can we
finish
add
it
adobo?
off. No, we're not gonna add that
We're
one.
not gonna add adobo.
Oh, adobo. I'm sorry. I thought you meant the pepper. Yes,
Oh,
adobo.
no, I was like-
Okay, so you're not officially Puerto Rican until you have Goya or adobo in your home.
Donna Rivera told me this one time. She was like, don't be crazy.
No.
What I have at home is adobo.
Yes. So you're officially Puerto Rican because Kristen bought adobo and
I bought
she
two
has
kinds.
It.
There were two cats. I didn't know.
She
I can't read Spanish, so I didn't know
Oh my
what I was
gosh.
getting.
I don't know what the other one is.
Yeah.
But she bought two. She actually bought the regular all-purpose seasoning, and then she got the one with like the pepper. So she got two. I'm very proud of her. She's officially Puerto Rican.
I'm like welcomed in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You're in.
Well,
girl.
gracias.
Yes.
De nada. I know both those words.
Yes.
Okay.
So
How much should we put in there?
I want to say maybe for this.
By the way, watch her shake. She knows how to do it.
So we're just gonna go ahead and just maybe.
Well, that was a
Oh,
super
that's-
sprinkle.
Yeah, like maybe
Yeah.
about what, like a teaspoon?
That was like an eighth of a teaspoon.
Yeah.
Maybe like an eighth of a teaspoon. She put, girl, you know I need that adobo. Donna did.
Yes.
Literally, Donna, when I
Yes.
came over, she had just moved, so she didn't have a lot of spices in her house, and so she was like, well, the one thing I do have is adobo. I do have that.
You have to have adobo if you're Puerto Rican.
Okay, so now we're gonna add, okay, so here's the trick. Here's something we're adding. This is my flair that I'm adding to this, right?
Yes.
Normally you don't add egg or egg white to the mixture, but when I made the crab cakes in the air fryer, the egg whites really helped puff it up and make it a little bit more crispy. And also, so did baking powder. So hold on. Forgot about that. So I'm gonna add what I think is like a teaspoon, right? The baking powder, is that good?
Yep.
All right. So that should help them puff up. And then egg whites.
Little right.
Okay. So I think it was equivalent of like one egg white. So again, this is us trying stuff out. Yes. You ready? There. Okay. It's gonna make it a little bit soupy, but we'll see.
We still have to add the codfish in there, so
Okay.
we may give it a.
So
bigger-
it was about one egg white. Legit, I'm so excited about this.
And since we added the egg white and kind of like, I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit. I mean, because. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
It's adobo.
It's adobo.
Can't go wrong with adobo.
That's right, girl. Okay.
All right. So.
So Lee Marie, you saw the codfish that she put onto the plate with the salad. This is actually interesting. She cut this up way finer.
Yes.
You can see it.
So I kind of shredded it up a little bit more.
To make more of a fritter, to make
Yes.
it easier for fritter. Okay, so if you'll pour that, whatever you think in
And do you want to show them what the batter kind of looks like
Yes.
after we did the?
So after the egg, this is kind of the consistency. Again, still looks like Christmas, which is amazing. so excited. So while she does that, and we mix it up, so with the air fryer, here's the tricky part. With the air fryer, the container has holes. This particular batter is a little bit soupy. So I am, again, this is trial and error. I cut out a circle for this. The whole thing about the air fryer is it's supposed to be, I think, you're supposed to be able to circulate the air, so this may not work. But I wanted to try. So I'm gonna put a little bit of parchment paper in the bottom of this. And we're gonna use an ice cream scoop right here. This is gonna help us portion size. These guys come in like all different sizes. This is a great one. It's just like a little melon scooper, but something maybe double this size would be great for these critters. But oh, that's so great. Actually, I don't even know if we need it. It's not as soupy. I think because the egg. You know what? Yeah. Okay, we're not gonna use the parchment paper, you guys. So, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray this bottom of this pan. Sorry. With pan. Okay, and now, are you ready? Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna take the ice cream scoop so that we have about the same size fritter on each one. I'm gonna put it into this container and maybe mash it down just a tiny bit so it ends up looking like this guy. That's gonna be one fritter. Is that fair? I say that like I know what I'm doing.
No, it's good. Okay. It's good. Okay. I mean, we're like I said, they're usually the size of my head.
So you're like, these are like the miniest fritters ever?
Yes. Okay.
So this I'm gonna put into a 360 degree air fryer for, I'm gonna do for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna do for 10 minutes. What we'll do is we'll post what they look like after and see if they turned out really great or if you should just ignore this whole thing. You know, like that's kind of what we're getting down to. So with the size, because I'm single, right? So I got the smaller air fryer. So that makes about 6 little fritters, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna spray the top. Again, not a lot of oil. Spray the top, that's it. And then we're gonna put it inside this container. And then put it in here, into the air fryer. It's set for 360. I'm gonna set it for 10 minutes. And we'll see what happens.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going to happen here.
Oh my gosh. Do you want to try your
Absolutely.
salad? Yes. Okay. So Lee Marie, she's really great at washing her hands and being formal. I'm less great at it. I mean, I wash my hands.
I'm only doing this again because I think my mom is watching, and if I don't,
She would kill you.
I live with my mom, so there's gonna be like a situation. She's super nice. I'm like really not. I don't want to like make it seem like she's
so nice.
Awful, but
yeah,
she will get on me about that stuff. So.
Okay, so now that we're done cleaning off all the things, all right, go take yours, Mama, and I'll take a bite too.
Use this to scoop
Yes.
this up a little bit.
You guys, they look, it's so much, okay, so the thing I'm most excited about is the idea that it was really hard to find a lean and green recipe for Puerto Rican food, because traditionally what I saw was a lot of plantains, a lot of rice, a lot of fried, like everything is fried twice over, like sometimes twice.
Yes.
And so I couldn't believe, like through Pinterest and Google, like I'm a pretty great Google champ. And I was like, mother of everything, like how are these people not 900 pounds, like in general? So it's exciting that through the fact that you are Puerto Rican and you know the flavors, you know the textures, that we could play around with it and offer something a little bit different.
And I don't get to play around a lot with food.
Why is that? Tell them why that is.
So my mom's like the kitchen Nazi. Again, she's the cook, she's the chef, she's the one that does all the cooking in the house. So I hardly ever get a chance to cook.
To like play with it?
Yeah. And I do know how to cook. And she does like my food. Just because I'm not like the typical Spanish food.
What's wrong with plantains? That's what Sandra said. What's wrong? Girl, nothing's wrong with plantains.
Absolutely nothing.
But let me tell you, mofongo, it said go like 5 or 6 plantains, flour or something like that, and then like you fry it, and then you do something to it, and you fry it again. Is that right?
No.
Oh, maybe I was wrong.
No. Come to us.
Okay, sorry. But it's like, it was fried though.
Yes, it is fried.
Okay.
You have to fry the plantains.
I want to make mofongo
and then you put a garlic in it, and all. It's really good. It's just not
a potato. Is that right? No, plantains. Oh, I forget. Okay.
It's not very healthy.
Okay. Okay. So, girl, nothing. Plantains are life. That's Donna. I didn't realize how many Puerto Rican friends I have. They're so helpful. Okay. If you guys need any Southern cuisine or Southern something, I'm here for you. Okay. So, get a little cod, a little egg, a little avocado. You ready?
Hold on, I'm having like a...
Okay. A moment.
Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So, what I love about that is it's light, it's creamy because of the avocado. The egg is egg, so like wonderful. The little bit of citrus from the onion is wonderful. I think, you know what, do you mind if, can I put a little bit of adobo on top? Is that wrong? That's wrong, isn't it?
It is.
So I'm gonna put a little bit of salt on top.
Yes.
Because I don't want to be wrong. Hold on, I'm gonna shoot it with a little salt because I think it just needed a little something. And let me try it again with that. Find a little cod, a little bit of pepper.
And from what I was...
This is gonna be ugly. Hold on.
Better? So, like I said, typically cod can be very salty, so that's why we really didn't play too much around with like the salt and the pepper. But this just, the almond milk, we usually typically use like regular milk. I don't know if it's something about the almond milk, but it just like sucked up all the salt off of the cod, so which is a good thing.
So yeah, if you're trying to make it, use a little bit of almond milk, because I think I probably used like a half a cup, but I used it with water for the majority of it, and it worked really well. Okay, last bite. Zoila, your mom.
She said, bon appetit.
One more time. Muchas gracias, is that right?
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Zoila. All right, you guys.
Quedó bueno, quedó bueno, mami, quedó bueno.
Que lo bueno. Is that, wait, did you just curse at her?
No.
No.
Never.
Never, okay, sorry. I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the recipe. After we're done, I'll add the recipe and just like a little bit. We kind of played around with a couple of different things, and we'll post pictures of not only, oh, I should have taken a picture of it. Dang it. I'll take a picture of the fritter. The other is just, we already ate it. We'll have to do one nice one. Anyway, I'll post pictures. I'll post the recipe. Love you guys. Hope you have a great night.
Bye,
See you soon. Bye. Thanks, Lee Marie.
Bye.